Well, hello folks. It's Thursday afternoon, about 5 o'clock, and I was out cutting my grass, and guess what? I've got a water leak in my water line. My sinuses are still going crazy. And what they did was, when they put in my water lines, they, instead of using a real long one piece, they used 100-foot lengths of PEX, and they put sharp bite couplers or some type of coupler every 100 feet. And I can't tell you how many of these things I've already replaced. This one I've already replaced one time. So now I've got to dig it up, and it's pretty deep right here. It's probably about 2.5 feet down. So I got to tear all this out back in here, all the way up in here and back down there. And what are you gonna do? Got my tarp. I'm gonna throw all my excess dirt over on the tarp and get after it and get muddy. I'm tired of doing this, but that's probably, I've replaced, I don't know how many, probably 4 or 5 times I've had to dig this ground up in the last 2 years. And it seems like they're about this time, I mean, I've been out here probably about it'll be starting on my 8th year in June. And 2 years ago they started failing. So anyway, enough complaining, got to get to work. Well, I got something very interesting here that I do not know what it is. I got 2 of these plastic covers, one there and one here, and I don't know what the purpose of them are, but I think it's leaking from that one. It might be leaking from both of them. I don't know what this thing is. So I got to dig back a little bit further and then dig this way, back this way, so I can figure out what this is. 2 cutoff boxes or something. I don't know what this is. Oh well. Shall we continue to dig and see what the mystery is? Well, okay, this is what's going on. For some reason, these are kind of where they put for irrigation systems, and they have the controller underneath that where the pipe runs to your irrigation system. And they put 2 in here because they're covering a coupler that failed. And so I suspect there's one underneath that one there and the one that was right there. It is leaking right there where the coupler was. I got the water out, you see it coming around the coupler. So now I'm going to have to dig all the way up there and probably the equal distance back here to get enough relief from the pressure of the pipe and the dirt to get it up so I can cut it and get it coupled back together and put one piece in here. I don't know why they did that. I think they said, well, that man, he's going to come back here one day and going to have to dig this up, so we're going to put these little boxes in here to help him find it. But they didn't do that for the others. And I've got about 5 others that I've done. And why this is done this way is very peculiar. Anyway, that's the situation. I got to get all that dirt out of there, get all that water out of there. It's going to rain tonight, tomorrow, heavy, and I got to get this out of here and get this done before I go to bed. Don't care if it gets dark, whatever it is. I got to get it done before the rain comes. So anyway, that's my situation. Well, I'm getting there. I'm down to the water pipe on this end right here. So all I have to do is just get that bit of dirt out, but it's all clay and so, and it's stuck together pretty good. So I'm gonna get that done, and then I'm gonna do about the same distance from that one back over there. Pull all that up, cut it. I hope that pipe right there, oop, I did that pretty quick, didn't I? I hope that pipe right there will be long enough. I think it will be. But anyway, my significant other, my helpmate, came in, see her car in the garage, and she came right by. She didn't honk her horn, she didn't stop, she didn't roll down her window. She got out of the car, was talking on her phone, and went into the house and never said, what in the world is going on? And the reason why she didn't is because she's seen this before. So anyway, I gotta get back at it. Run out of daylight. All right, I got that pipe exposed all the way to there, and that's probably a good 4 feet. And I've got to do the same right here. I got to do that real quick. Anyway, my helpmate left. She came back. She did stop, and she says, well, I got to run over to the neighbors. So what's going on? Is something wrong with the TV? She had just got back from the curl up and dye, so she said, I gotta go get my hair cut. Okay, and then she came back and didn't even stop. But I'm sure the curl up and dye fixed her right up. Anyway, let me get back to this. Well, I got it out. I got it dug out. Now I'm getting ready to cut it. And you see that, those two couplers right there? That one right there is leaking. And that one it's not, but it will. So I got to cut it right there and splice that piece right there in. Piece of cake, right? We shall see. Okay. I've got one piece, and that's got to be wrapped. Let me see if I can get over here. And they make a sharp bite tape for underground wrap, and so you're supposed to wrap this thing around the coupler and to, I guess, warranty the sharp bite and make it last longer. So I'm going to do that, but once I get through with that, I'm going to cut a piece of this plastic and wrap around it. And I have got some of this tape you've seen advertised on the TV some time ago about this guy putting a screen door or this door in the bottom of his boat and not leaking. Sure, we know how that is. But anyway, so I put that plastic around there and put some of that flex tape around it to help keep keep it from deteriorating faster. So anyway, so that's the plan. So let me get to it. All right, I got it together. Got the water turned on. I don't see any leaks. So let me go see if the water meter is moving. I like my grass. Did that this is where I killed all that grass, and I planted this last September. Watered it. It came up right before it got cold. And it's thick in here, but there's a lot of places that the soil is just not any good and it won't grow. They put these new readers on here a couple of weeks ago, so they don't have to come and read the meters anymore. Is it moving? Doesn't seem to be. Let me stand here for a minute and look at it, and then I'll catch back up with you. All right, I got it all wrapped up, and I'm just going to let it sit before I cover all of that. Look at all that dirt. Oh, the cow. But anyway, I am going to put those covers back over. Why not? I mean, and maybe they'll another element of protection with the way I've got it all wrapped up. Maybe it won't break for another 10 years. Then I won't care. But anyway, I'll come back and check it, you know, periodically before I go to bed. Make sure it's not any more water. That's just water from the water that was in the pipe already. And all right. And I am so muddy. It took me 2.5 hours to get that done. Okay. Good night. Well, it's Friday morning, May the 3rd, and last night I couldn't sleep because I thought it was going to pour down rain today, so I came out about 1:30 in the morning and took all this muddy clay and put it back in place. I didn't put the sod back yet because I thought it was going to rain all day, and I've got a little thing, I'm going to tap it down a little bit and put the sod back in. But anyway, I got it back together, and hopefully I'll get it all cleaned up here. Depends on the rain. But anyway, it's supposed to be raining all day, but it just sprinkled. So we'll see. All right. Y'all have a good day.